In the heart of Lagos, where the city thrummed with life and endless opportunity, there lived a woman named Amara. Amara was a striking beauty, with skin the color of rich mahogany and eyes that held the kind of intensity that could cut through pretense. Yet, beneath her confident facade was a woman deeply insecure. Amara was married to Tunde, a dashing man whose charm was like a magnet to everyone around him. He was a successful architect, known for designing some of the city's most admired buildings. His career was flourishing, and his charisma made him the darling of many social circles. For Amara, however, his magnetism was a source of constant fear. From the beginning of their marriage, Amara couldn't shake the belief that Tunde's success and popularity were a threat. She had seen her friends' marriages crumble because of infidelity, and her own parents' union had ended when her father abandoned them for another woman. These experiences had planted a seed of distrust in her heart, one that grew stronger as the years passed. One morning, as Tunde dressed for work, Amara hovered by the bedroom door. "You're wearing your blue shirt again," she said, her tone casual, but her eyes watchful. Tunde chuckled. "It's my lucky shirt. I have a presentation today." Amara's heart clenched. A presentation? That means he'll be meeting new people, women. "I'll come with you," she said suddenly. Tunde paused, his tie halfway done. "Come with me? To the office? Amara, you don't even like my office. I feel like we don't spend enough time together." He sighed, sensing the underlying tension, but not wanting to argue. "Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you about how boring it'll be." That was the beginning of Amara's new routine. Every day, she accompanied Tunde to his office. She would sit in a corner of his glass-walled office, pretending to read or browse her phone, but her sharp eyes missed nothing. When Tunde met with female clients, Amara's gaze burned holes through them. When his female colleagues stopped by his desk to discuss work, she would interject, asking pointed questions that left them flustered. The office staff quickly took note of her presence. Whispers circulated. Some pitied Tunde, while others resented Amara's overbearing nature. Tunde, ever patient, tried to reason with her. "Amara, I've never given you a reason to doubt me. Why don't you trust me?" "It's not you I don't trust," she would reply. "It's them." Tunde's patience began to wear thin. His work suffered as clients became uncomfortable with Amara's constant presence. The couple's arguments grew more frequent. "You're smothering me," he finally said one evening. "Do you know how hard it is to focus when you're breathing down my neck all the time?" Amara's eyes filled with tears. "I'm only trying to protect what's mine, Tunde. Do you know what it feels like to be afraid every single day that you'll lose the one person you love the most?" Her vulnerability softened him, but the tension remained. One day, during a company retreat, Tunde was asked to present his latest project. Amara insisted on attending, despite his protests. As he spoke passionately about his design, Amara noticed a young woman in the audience staring at him with admiration. The woman was stunning, with caramel skin and an elegant poise that made Amara feel small. When the presentation ended, the woman approached Tunde to compliment his work. Amara swooped in, her tone icy. "And you are?" The woman blinked, surprised. "I'm Zainab, one of the project managers. Nice to meet you." "I'm his wife," Amara said, her voice sharp. Zainab excused herself awkwardly. That evening, Tunde confronted Amara. "Do you realize how humiliating that was? You're not just making life difficult for me, Amara. You're making it hard for yourself." The words stung, but they lingered in Amara's mind. She began to wonder if her insecurities were more about her own fears than Tunde's actions. One day, while cleaning their bedroom, she came across an old journal she hadn't touched in years. Flipping through its pages, she was reminded of her dreams of becoming a writer, dreams she had abandoned when she married Tunde. "I've been so busy chasing shadows that I forgot to build my own light," she whispered to herself. Amara decided to take a writing class. At first, she struggled, but with time, her confidence grew. She began to find joy in her work and pride in her accomplishments. As she became more fulfilled, her need to control Tunde lessened. She stopped accompanying him to the office and started trusting him more. One evening, as they sat on their balcony watching the city lights, Tunde took her hand. "You've changed, Amara. You're glowing." She smiled. "I realized that the more I focused on my fears, the more they consumed me. But when I focused on myself, I found peace."